Hi, I'm Kusal Tiwankar. This is ACS 730 Assignment 1 video demonstration. This is the network architecture diagram that we developing in this assignment. There are some prerequisites to store the to store the Terraform state file. We use S3 buckets. In here we use this name as a S3 bucket here, and then we use these folders to store different Terraform state file. For production these two, for development these two, and VPC period for this one. Let's deploy this project. We can use this git repo. Okay, we already cloned the project. Here's the project folders. Now let's move to the project folder, and then for the deployment there is two options. I already write a script to fully deploy the project, or we can manually deploy using these commands. Let's use the script, then it will be easy. First of all, let's check the deploy script. This is my deploy script. We can give executed permission, and then let's run the script. Okay, here the script go through the every these commands and deploy development network and development web servers and production network, all these things. It takes some time, so let's get back to after this finish. Our deployment is finished now. We can see it deploy all the resources. Like that. Okay, now let's check our connections and VPCs and all these things. First, this is the two VPC that I deploy. This is a development VPC, I mean non-production VPC. It has two public subnets and two private subnets. And this is my production VPC. It has only two private subnets. This is the instance that I create on this project. This is the this is the web servers that hosted on public development public subnets. It has public IP. Let's check the web server. Okay, here we can see the web server. It's deployed successfully. Let's check this one also. Okay, this one also deployed successfully. Now one actually here one web server also act as a Bayesian VM. So let's try to connect the private VMs through the Bayesian host, and also I install web servers to these private subnets but it can only connect through the Bayesian host. Web servers only can view through the Bayesian host. The public users can't view the web servers. Okay, I will demonstrate it now. Let's try to connect this Bayesian host. This one. Okay, connect. Okay, here I connect to that Bayesian host. So let's connect to our private subnet VMs on non-production VPC. To get the private IP address, let's go to this one, development VM1. Okay, we can copy first of all, let's go to this one. Before we need to get this key pair file to our Bayesian host. To do that, we can go to the key pair file, private file. Let's copy the content, dev key pair name. Okay, let's create a file, dev key pair. Okay, we can paste the content and save it. Okay, also we need the production web server key pair file also. Let's do that one. Copy the content, production key pair. Sorry, non-production key pair. Paste the content, close. Yes. Okay, now we need to change the mode to executable. Give the permission. Okay, now we are good. Now we can connect to our private subnet VMs using this SSH command. Okay. Yes. Okay, here you can see now we are already connected to the private subnet VM1. Now we can exit from this one. And also let's check the private subnet web servers that only can access through the public subnet VMs like Bayesian host. To demonstrate that, I use curl command. Curl, we can get the private IP from here. You can see this is my web server. It's already hosted. Now let's try to access that web server through the outside. Like unauthorized user. You can see we can't access to that private web servers without through the Bayesian host. Okay, now let's try to connect to the VM2 on the private subnet to get the instance private IP address. This is the VM2 development VM2 private private IP address. Okay, here we can use the same command with the VPC VM2 private IP. Yes, here you can see this is my private subnet VM2. Let's exit. If you want, I can show the web server also. It's only can access through the Bayesian host. My IP is, this is the IP, private IP. Here you can see the web server. If you want, I can demonstrate it. This one also not accessible through the outside. Okay, now let's try to connect to the production VPC VMs, private subnet VM, through the Bayesian host, through the VPC peering. To get the production VM IPs, private IPs, this is the production VM1. Let's get the private IP. For that, we can get this SSH command directly from here. Okay, let's clear this thing. Paste. Okay, yes, you can see I'm successfully connected to the private production VPC private subnet VM1. Let's try to connect VM2 also to get the IP address. This is the production VM2. This is the private IP address. Here, oh, I need to exit first, then paste. Yes, okay, I successfully connected to the production VPC private subnet VM2 also. That means I'm successfully connected this non-production and production VPC through VPC peering. Now I will show you the peering connection. Let's go to the development VPC and check the peering connection. This is my peering connection, development to production. You can see the request and accept a VPC. Using that, I'm able to connect production VPC private subnet VM1 and VM2 through the Bayesian host. Okay, now I will explain what is the pros and cons of the network connectivity between the production and non-production environment. The main advantage is the isolation. By creating separate VPC for non-production and production, we can ensure the isolation between two environments. This will reduce in the risk of development activities impacting the production services, and also this will increase the security, because placing production resources in separate VPC enhances security by limiting the access to only authorized personnel or services. And also this will increase the scalability. Now let's go to the cons. There is one disadvantage, because the production services only access through the Bayesian host. So if something happened to the non-production Bayesian host, we are not able to connect to the production services, so that is a huge risk. So I think those are the pros and cons. Now let's see the load balancer. Okay, we can go to the load balancers. This is my assignment 1 load balancer. I balance the load I balance the load. I divided the load come to this non-production environment public web server to the VM1 and VM2. I will demonstrate that one. Wait. Okay. This is my DNS name. Let's try to this one. Okay, now we can see this is one web server 10.1.1.90. Now let's refresh this one. Let's try to refresh. Okay, now you can see this time we serve through other web server 10.1.2.121. So we can ensure our load balancer working perfect. So I think that's all for now. Thank you.